Okay, in this step we're going to finish out the home page and get a blog page set up. We've got the About Us page and the contact page, but we haven't done a blog page yet. So we need a page where our posts are going to show up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over and add a new page, and I'll just fill that in real quick, and we've done that several times. The important thing here is to set the page template to blog. And when we do that, the template is going to treat it differently than a regular page. It's going to automatically insert the posts on this page. So I'm just going to grab a image to use for this page real quick and plug it in there. And what we'll see when we hook this page up is that what we typed in here on the page is not going to display on the page. What's going to display on the page is posts. But when we connect this page to the home page, this is going to show up here. And that's because of the way the template treats blog pages. So the information is there so that when you connect it, it's going to display that information, but it's not going to display that information on the page. It's a very good way to set up a blog page. So we're just going to publish that. And again, the important part there is that you select the blog template for the page. So when we look at the page, you can see there the information I have typed in there, yet when we look at the page, that is not going to be there. It's going to be the post. And whenever we add new post, it's going to display on this page. So now let's go over and connect the blog page to the home page. We're going to use the same widget that we've been using for the other two pages there, the featured page widget. I'm going to put that in there and give it a title. Let's call it News and Updates. And we need to select the page that we're going to connect. We name that page Latest Updates. So we'll just connect it here. We want to show the featured image. Again, this is the same way we set up the other two pages to connect them to the home page. Set that page content 300 characters, but you remember when we looked at the page, the content didn't display on the page. But when we use this widget to connect it to the home page, that information is still there, and so it's going to pull that information and display it here. So you can describe your blog page and connect it with a widget like this and get that description there, even though that description doesn't display on the actual page. It's a very good way to set up a dynamic blog page while at the same time you're using a static page for your other information. Now let's just real quick just throw some fillers into that footer section just to get rid of the widget message that's showing up there that tells us that we need to insert a widget. And just for right now, just to fill it in and show you how these footer sections work, I'm just going to throw some stuff in there. Recent post widget that will display a list of recent posts. We'll put in recent comments. Again, just like the featured post or the recent post, that'll display any recent comments to any of the posts. And we'll just pick out some kind of filler stuff here just to fill it in until we can decide how we want to treat that footer section. Let's put a category list in there. We'll set it to display as a drop-down menu. So this will display all of the categories that we set as a drop-down menu so that the person can browse by category. So we'll just throw that in there. And then let's just put the calendar in this last box. Again, I'm just kind of filling it in for right now until I can decide what I want to use these footer sections for. And that way we'll just have the home page all fleshed out, and in the next step we'll start adding content, some posts and other content. So when we look at the site, we see we've got our 3 pages connected there: the About Us, the Contact Us, and the News and Updates, which is our blog page. And then down in the footer section, we've got those 3 or 4 widgets that we just plugged in there. And I don't really like the way it looks right now. It's just a quick fix to plug something in there just to see how it looks, and we'll come back and make some changes there in some later steps. After we get some posts added, we'll have some more options there. So see you next step.